So what's up, everybody? This is your boy Jonathan, back at it again. So what I wanted to do is make a video about online presence, specifically online dating. And it's something that in this day and age, it's mandatory. You're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to bite the bullet and you're gonna have to do it. And I know it sounds crazy, but you have no choice, right? And the reason you have no choice is because no matter where you go, right, to meet a girl, she's gonna have a million dudes in her phone hitting her up through the DM all day, every day. And that's just the reality. And if you're not on your online dating game, it's kind of like you're gonna be competing with you're gonna be constantly competing with a bunch of dudes you can't see. You know what I'm saying? Instead of think about it this way, you know, you could be talking to girls in real life at the same time as you're having a mobile conversation with 4, 5, 6 other women somewhere else, you know, to make your chances more stronger in meeting somebody, you know. So that's one thing. Instead of just talking to one girl from a social group and then you have to go through all the competition with the men in the social group, plus she's not even taking it seriously because she's got like 10 other dudes hitting her up on the DMs. Like, so that's what you got to realize. To make your chances stronger, you have to hook up in this, you have to use the online dating thing, right? And, you know, like I said before, a lot of you guys don't want to do it because the hot girls aren't going to hit you up and you don't want to lower your standards, right? Well, one thing I know is that a lot of women want a guy with experience. They don't want to hear like some dude doesn't know what he's doing, never talked to a woman before. It means you can't satisfy her. It means you don't know anything. You know? It's like, what's she gonna do with you? A lot of women, you know, especially in their 30s, they're not trying to teach a man. They're trying to come home to a hard day after work or whatever and have a man that knows what he's doing and knows how to take care of her. They're not trying to baby somebody in their first relationship. You know what I'm saying? So you have to get experience from somewhere. And there's girls who will take you just because they're kind of desperate. And I hate to say it, but it's true. You know, and that's just the reality of things. You know, sometimes you got to take what you get. So yeah, I know you may not like it, but you know, everybody wants the white girl and everybody wants the hot Asian girl, but is that realistic, right? Is that really, you know, what you can get? You know, so you got to kind of lower your standards in that respect and just bite the bullet to get the experience. And also, some people need to relieve their sexual or romantic energy some way. You know, you can't have it balled up inside forever. You have to release it somewhere, you know. And maybe that's a good place for you to release your energy. You don't know. But you have to get out there and try. So, you know, I would say, look, there's no way around it. You're going to have to be a man. And you're going to have to learn how to do the online dating thing at some point. Okay? Now, like I said, for Tinder, I told you guys this before, I would just swipe through Tinder every day just to get used to going on online. Tinder, the reality of the beast is most guys ain't gonna get nothing on Tinder because they're hardcore about looks on Tinder because you can't even read somebody's profile on Tinder, okay? And that's why it sucks, because it's bad enough you know, it's bad enough all online is mostly pictures, but at least with the profile, you know, you could say a little bit more, and, you know, it'll be kind of a saving grace from your pictures if your pictures ain't that good. You know what I'm saying? Like, on mine, I just talk about having 2 jobs, and I've dated women with kids, so I'm not really tripping, you know? And that entices women because there's going to be a lot of women out there with kids who are like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? But you can't do that on Tinder. So I would just swipe through my Tinders just to get the rhythm going, and then hit up the Plenty of Fish and the OkCupid. Now, the best website I've always found women on is Plenty of Fish. And the reason is, it's more natural on Plenty of Fish. Like, they don't have as many questions as OkCupid, and they don't have as many forms to fill out, and so it's a little bit easier in that respect, you know. Yeah, it's just a lot easier. Whereas Plenty of Fish, people seem more like perfectionists, and they want the perfect man, so they, you know, fill out all this paperwork about this connection test and that, and this, that, and the other. And then it's kind of like, you know, that's why a lot of those women, you know, ain't gonna get nothing. So, and even I have trouble with OkCupid. They changed the format though. Before it was like Plenty of Fish where you could just send the messages. Now it's kind of like it's harder to scroll through women because it's like women are categorized now. Oh, she said she was Christian. She mentioned dance. This, that, and the other. And then you go to their page and it's very vague. Like, you know, I went to a dance show, but I thought, you know, you could dance or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so how am I supposed to... So your best bet would be Plenty of Fish, right? Now, what a lot of people are concerned about is catfishes. You spend all this energy, you talk to this hot girl online, and then you meet up and she's ugly or something. Well, let me put it this way. If you're going, I hate to say it, but it's true, it's the nature of the beast. If you're talking to like hot Asian and white girls that look like supermodels, yeah, if they answer and you go out, a lot of times you are going to get catfished because, you know, they're trying to entice men to go out with them. You know what I'm saying? But what I notice is if you focus on like BBWs and Pogs or whatever, you know, what I noticed with that is like nobody's gonna really pretend to be a BBW or a Pog, okay? A Pog with like 3 kids. Nobody's gonna pretend to do that, okay? Not gonna pretend to be no big Latino lady with like 4 kids, okay? They're not gonna do that because they're gonna lower their chances of meeting somebody. So, as in catfished, I've never been catfished. I've always had a good experience with that. And then, you know, the other thing is, most of the ladies I met are like really sweet, cute ladies who have an issue finding a boyfriend because of, you know, some of them may have children or so. It's mostly, it's always the same story where a lot of them have kids and it's hard to find somebody, or a lot of them are a little bigger. And I don't really care about, you know, I like big women, so it's not that serious to me. But that's mostly why a lot of them are online. A lot of them don't really have problems. Like, I've dated like 3 girls from online, and they weren't that bad. Like, they were actually pretty cool. I didn't have no Tinder terror stories. I think it's mostly the men that you find out online, those are the guys who are gonna have, you know, be big on the Tinder terror. But that's my video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. I'll get back to you. All right, I'm out, everybody. Peace.